We're going to talk about Sonic R today.
Sonic R?
We love Sonic R. So,
Sonic R,
basically,
you stupid?
I heard we were talking about Sonic R today.
Really?
Yeah, Sonic retarded. No, we're not talking about Sonic R. We're talking
Thank
about
God.
Sonic the Fighters, baby.
Oh, that's a game I can get behind.
Yeah, he has been playing some GameCube Sonic games. I decided to give him a few, and one of them I gave was Sonic Gems Collection, a very rare game. A rare game by itself, with rare games in it. One of them is Sonic the Fighters. Like as a kid, I never really gave it much attention. It's just kind of an arcade game from 1996. It's whatever. I didn't really give it much attention at all. He starts playing it, and we get the friends together to play it. We're going crazy.
It's a great game. All right.
He has this like other perspective on it I never even thought
All right.
about.
So I've been here. Listen, I like fighting games like that. I play UFC. I play this really old Rocky game for the PS2, which I need to do a video about sometime.
We'll definitely talk about sometime.
Basically, give me a basic fighting game, and I'll have a blast. As long as I'm playing with someone and we're competitive. It's great.
I thought Sonic the Fighters was basic. It's really not that basic. It's pretty
fun.
It's got everything you need in like a competent fighting game.
Yeah, it's such a
good amount of characters to where it's not boring. A good amount of stages. Intricate enough movesets. I love that you can only shield so many times.
Yeah, and you can customize how much you can shield. Like customization really gets you, like
the match settings.
Allows you to get the matches you want. Like it's freaking cool. And the moves, I don't know, I like them. It's easy for anyone to pick up and just have a good fight.
Because our friend, he who will not be named, starts with a T.
What the?
He was pretty bad at first, but he got better within one night. You can spam, but the game's really about timing.
Yeah,
I feel like because it's cool because you can shield, and then once your opponent's attacking, they're done attacking. That's your moment to attack.
It's this cool balance of shielding, trying to maybe jump away to dodge. I don't know. There's kind of a lot of different strategies if you think about it.
I really think, just the more we kept playing, the more we learned about it. I didn't even know we could grab.
Yeah, right at the end, almost before we made this, one of the last things we learned is the actual grab mechanic, which is the counter to the shield. So it's kind of like this epic trilogy of attack, shield, grab.
We were just getting crazy. We were just screaming. I just can't believe this game, which I've only heard negative things about, or just kind of mediocre things about. It's all right, fighting game, blah blah blah. Maybe. But what is there was a blast.
Swear to God. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
No.
And we're gonna continue playing.
No, it was great. In a fighting game, all you want is, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. All it needs to be is somewhat fair, decent amount of variety when it comes to your controls and your attack moves and whatever, and some character selection. And it has those things, and it has good maps, which are all cool and fun and interesting.
And based off levels.
Also, I just love the low poly look of the game.
Yeah, the look of the game is always been cool. I've always appreciated that.
It's so charming. I love it.
We need to have a whole video dedicated to it.
Yeah.
But now we're just we just gotta share about how this game has just blown us away.
Yeah, so we're making the bold statement here
that Sonic the Fighters is underrated as hell.
It's underrated and it's fun. It's a great game to play.
It's simple but intricate all at the same
time.
You
gotta play it with people, all right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna play it by yourself,
there's
you might
no bad
as well
character.
Do something else. But
if you're Fang the Sniper and you keep using your court gun,
yeah,
you're mean.
Yeah, just keep blocking that shit. Oh, shit!
I was abusing the court gun for a long time.
That's why you gotta be being the dynamite. Just the whole fact this channel is based around
Sonic the Fighters. If you haven't noticed our logo,
it's just basically Sonic the Fighters.
It's two Sonic the Fighters characters.
The name is stupid. It doesn't even make grammatical sense.
Sonic the Fighters.
Sonic the Fighters.
Okay,
not the Sonic Fighters.
I'm making a call to action, alright? We need another Sonic fighting game.
Yeah, there is no Sonic fighting game.
It's such a cool idea just to have Knuckles and Espio.
There's only been two.
Yeah. Wait, there's two?
There's two. There's this game, and then there's Sonic Battle for the Game Boy Advance. Single player only. Unless you have link cables, it's pretty shit. And also, it's not that fun.
I want another game like this, Sonic the Fighters. It's so cool having, we did with Sonic and Tails, Sonic versus Tails. It's so cool watching Sonic and Tails just freaking jab each other.
And this is all in Sonic the Fighters based off classic Sonic characters, so there's not really that many. Mm-hmm. There's so many more characters now You could have a huge fighting game. Like there's a ton of Sonic characters that could totally go by. Imagine like a Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing kind of like type fighting game. You have all the Sega characters. And
that would be so
just,
cool.
And just with Sonic on top of it, just like it's Sonic and Sega All-Stars fighting or something like that.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Do it, Sega. You lazy bastards.
You gotta do it. You gotta do
You
it.
lazy buttheads.
One other thing I love about this game is the wacky like animations. The fact that their arms stretch and their faces expand.
The feet get big when you stomp. And
Yeah.
the clapping.
The expressions.
It
It just makes it so funny and fun, and like everyone's yelling and laughing. It's a great time.
It's a simple game. I think one of the funniest things about it, though, you haven't played the story mode yet, but
I have. Yeah, I have not.
The story, it's pretty simple. You just go from fight to fight. They had 8 characters in the game, and each character gives. So the story is you're trying to get to space, and Tails is stupid, and his rocket needs Chaos Emeralds to go to space. But instead of just having some like, there's 8 Chaos Emeralds instead of 7 for some reason. So each character has a Chaos Emerald. Yeah, there's 8 characters.
Okay.
Each one gives you a Chaos Emerald. They couldn't just figure something else around that. But yeah, they had to add another Chaos Emerald just because there was another.
So what's the
character.
color then?
I don't know.
I'll
You think I'm a turbo virgin nerd? Like you think I know that shit?
No, every color.
Oh, it's definitely blue.
It's a good game. I'm sorry.
The pink one?
The pink one. Yeah, it probably is. Maybe Amy.
I don't know. Probably not.
Who knows? Okay, so one thing I want to say. Now, if you're by yourself and you would never find yourself in a situation where you're going to play with a bunch of people,
Get some friends.
maybe don't worry about this game. But if you want to just have a game sitting around, it's like you have some people around and you're like, hey, do you want to throw down some Sonic the Fighters?
Yeah. Everybody is sleeping on this game.
I promise you it's a good time. Right?
We're not even being ironic. Like, no, we're not.
We genuinely
I
played
feel
this
like we
game
should have
for,
said that from the beginning. Yeah, we're not being ironic.
We
at
genuinely
all.
played this game for like 2 hours.
Because it clocked in. It gave us like a little mission thing, and it said you've clocked in like 50 plus hours or something.
Oh, geez.
54 hours already. So yeah,
they need to make
and
another one.
I've
of
only
these.
been over here twice to play it.
Of all the Sonic games you brought over for me, we probably
This is
put
probably
the most
one
time into
Sonic the Fighters, which was not the goal. Okay.
Yeah.
The goal was like to get him to play Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 or maybe Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. But like, I'm glad we are because it's funny and fun.
Yeah.
Sonic Gems, you're gonna probably want to emulate it because it's really expensive.
Is there anything? What was the other good thing on this Sonic Gems is CD, right? There's nothing.
Well, that was the headliner to it. That's like the headline
Oh.
game to it because they were rushed out Mega Collection. They wanted to put Sonic CD in Mega Collection, and that would have truly made it amazing and probably the best one. But yeah, so then they just we'll just make another one, and it's filled with all of Sonic's obscure games, which is a good idea.
But CD does seem out of place. Like it's definitely...
it's the headlining game here. They say these are the 3. It's just CD. Although this is probably the most accessible way to play Sonic R, unless you want to fork over $200 and play it. So when we're gonna talk about Sonic R,
we'll get to that someday. We
can
played
you
it a few
see
times.
The sun is shining on me.
Let's just say most of my time in that game has been against a wall, not knowing where I'm going
Well,
or
we'll
going
talk
the wrong
about
way.
that
Yeah.
because it only takes 40 minutes to beat the game.
I'll say last thing I can think of to say about Sonic the Fighters is appreciation for the creativity of the actual moves in relation to the characters. Like Amy's got the hammer, obviously Fang's got this gun.
Characters can do spin dashes.
The spin dash is really cool to see in a combat game. That's why I want to see him do a new one because I love seeing the spin dash implemented in the combat. And I want if they ever do another thing like that, which I know they're probably never going to.
I've been hearing things about an RPG, which would also be kind of cool. But yeah, a fighting game would be perfect.
Yeah, I just want them to embrace the wackiness.
They just don't want to get money. No.
Yeah, I would give them freaking a bunch of money.
The movie gives them enough money.
You can keep making those. Those are pretty good.
Those are pretty good too.
So
Sonic the Fighters. We will make another video.
We'll do more in-depth reviews at some point.
We're just having like pieces of reviews. So just keep learning more moves. I learned how to throw the other characters. But I could do that. What's that? The last thing I want to say is like, what's that one thing I did accidentally? You could like rotate around the character.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that. All I did was rotate the stick.
There's definitely stuff.
There's
we
so
don't
much
know
more
yet.
we could learn, but we don't want to look at the instructions in the game because we're too lazy.
That's true.
But it's more fun to learn. Yeah, that's the cool thing. Is just learning about.
Keep in mind before you absolutely flame us in the comments, we've not At least I haven't
Yeah.
watched a ton of videos on all them freaking moves or whatever in this game.
But clearly somebody liked this game because it got a cameo in Wreck-It Ralph. So
Really?
yeah, it's like in it for like half a second.
Okay.
So somebody liked the game. I just have this like newfound appreciation for it now that I never did.
I mean, we
It's
played it.
cool.
We played it the way I think it was supposed to be played. Yeah, I just want to see that more in Sonic games, like that wacky, like just
Cartoon,
really
type violence,
cartoonish,
yeah.
over the top expressions, like
Mm.
wonky animations.
Mm.
Just trying to make
Careful
it
what
cool.
you wish for with the wonky animations.
Okay, on purpose though.
Yeah.
not unintentional buggy.
Yeah, it's
animation.
like purposely low poly. Like how the characters are all like rigid.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's like made
They
up
all
of
have so much
squares. They're made up of
personality.
squares. Yeah.
yeah. Damn
How
it.
long can we talk about a stupid little game for?
I don't know.
We can talk about anything for this long. See you guys.